For those who don't know, in Brookhaven there are several updates that happen in the game. There are things that are added to the game, and also things that are removed. But today, I want to make a new Brookhaven update with you, because I have Roblox Studio, which I can use to modify whatever I want, and I can also change the map. So today, I want to make a new update, but for that, I called this friend of mine who will help me do it. He said, I want you to add ramps around the map, and I'm going to add a lot of things, but I want to add the things that people want the most. So for that, I'm going to ask the players what they want. Now I'm getting in my car, just to drive this, because I have to reach the players' houses to ask. So now I'm arriving here in front. There are some really weird houses here. This player is right here, and he said, I have the most beautiful house of all. There are no flaws in my house. And guys, it looks like he's challenging me. So I'm coming inside, because I'm going to find flaws in his house. He said, ugly people can't come in here, and that's weird. But suddenly, I got banned from here, and ugly people can't enter his house. And because of that, I can't go to his house. But I'm going to put exactly what my friend asked for in Brookhaven. So I just grabbed this ramp, which I'm going to leave right here, because this is going to be really interesting. But I'm going to have to move this a bit back and place it in more locations. I'm going to place it right here and also right in this part so people will be able to fly out. And there's also this other thing that's really interesting. This is a loop ramp, so I'm going to put it right here. But now, I need a car to simply test all of this, and I have to get the fastest car of all. And apparently, I'm still banned from here, and he hasn't unbanned me yet. But he just arrived here and finally unbanned me. He said, I challenge you to find flaws in my house. Okay, I'm going to have to find flaws in his house, because that's not very difficult. So first, I'm coming inside, and his house is very beautiful. You can see that there are several plants, a cornfield, and also pumpkins. Everything in his house looks really nice, and that's why he said his house is perfect. And it seems like there are no problems inside, because there are many trees, and everything is very beautiful. But we have this area here, which is being blocked. So I just got out of here, and it looks like the door is locked. But there's simply a lot of trash here, and I just found the first flaw in his house. He said, you didn't see anything. Look, actually, I did, but I'm going to pretend I didn't. And he banned me, and now I'm banned from his house again. And what he did doesn't make sense, and it looks like my friend was also banned, and he's literally lying on the ground because of this. And this is weird. He banned all of us from his house for no reason, but he's simply laughing at us, and he went back inside. But I'm going to take this opportunity to work on my Roblox game. So I just grabbed 4 cars, but only 2 of them can stay here. But I'm going to have to test all of them and figure out which ones are the best. But they all seem perfect, so I'm going to start by testing this car. And if I get inside, you can see that it works really well, and it's also very fast. Now I'm arriving here, but I can't turn the car, and the tires literally don't work. I can't turn this, so this car is going to be removed. Perfect, it was deleted. And now I'm testing this other car, which is also quite interesting because it can drift, and the drift works really well. But now I'm going to accelerate as much as I can, because I want to see if it can make it over that ramp. So I'm coming here really fast, but I can't drive this properly because it's a drift car. But I'm arriving right here, and now I'm finally going to make it. And unfortunately, it didn't work, but this car won't be removed. It will just be moved back. But I'm going to leave it right here because it's a very interesting car. But it looks like my friend is protesting to be unbanned from the player's house. But he will never unban my friend because this player is evil. And now, only one of these cars can stay in the game, and I'm going to start by testing this one. And this car is really interesting. It's actually really fast. And now I accidentally flipped it over. But this car passed the test. And now, I'm coming over here to the side because I want to jump this Roblox ramp. So I arrived right here, and this actually worked. But I'm accelerating as much as I can just to jump this ramp, and it actually worked, and this car is approved. So I'm going to leave it right here. And you can only get this car if you come to this Brookhaven gas station. But now, I want to test this car because it's really fast. And apparently, the evil player is staring at my friend, and he just got banned again. And this is really weird, but I'm going to ignore this player, and I'm going to pretend he doesn't exist in Roblox. He said, that's right, let's ignore him and go to another party. This is really going to be great. And now he's scared. But guys, we have a really weird party here, and there's a player in this part. He said, only ugly people can enter my house, and I want to see if I can get in here. But I entered, and it looks like I haven't been banned from here. And now this friend of mine is coming here too, and apparently he hasn't been banned. But then this player arrived here, and he just got banned. Literally, he can't come here anymore, because the owner of this house banned him. And this player made the right choice, but his house is completely destroyed, and there's a lot of trash inside. I really don't know what's happening. He said, I already told you, only ugly people came in here. And guys, he's basically calling me ugly in Brookhaven. But my friend is looking here, and he said, wait, did you just call me ugly? And that's exactly what he just did. So much so that he just agreed. But I'm coming in this car, which is the fastest car of all. And now I'm passing through here, and it's really hard to get through this ramp because it's a giant loop. So I'll leave that for later. But now I'm coming here in the front because I want to go flying. So I'm coming here, and I'm going to have to turn this, accelerate as much as possible, just to fly really far away. So I'm flying here, and I just passed over this thing, and I just fell to the ground. And guys, this car is perfect. perfect. And this is going to stay in my Roblox game. But now, I'm coming here in the front because I want to jump on this Roblox ramp and I'm just flying really far away. This car really is perfect. So I'm going to leave this car in a special place. Now I just grab this giant parking lot and I'm going to leave it somewhere, but I don't know where. So I'm going to leave it exactly here. But first, I have to make some modifications. Perfect, I just finished this. But this player is here in the front because he wants to be unbanned. But unfortunately, he won't be able to do that. And he will never be unbanned from this house because everything he did to us was bizarre. He said, they banned me first. Please, unban me. Of course, he's lying. And now this player is looking back here. And my friend came here to tell the truth. He said he banned us for no reason. Don't believe his lies. And my friend is really telling the truth. And now the player is looking here. And this player is just going to get banned again. So much so that he got banned again because he's an evil person. But guys, my garage is really weird because there are no lights here and there should be lights, but unfortunately there aren't. So I left the Bugatti here because it's a perfect car. But now I'm fixing the lights and we have this fire extinguisher here which I can pick up, but I have to fix my Roblox game. Perfect, I fixed it and this parking lot looks much better now. So now I'm driving this car and I'm going up here because I want to reach the top floor. So I'm going up here, but my car is really slow and I don't know why this is happening. But now I'm finally reaching the top after a long time. But I want to jump this ramp to see what happens. And as soon as I jump this Roblox ramp, I'm basically going to fall off here. So I'm going to start accelerating. Perfect, I'm coming up here and it worked. I just fell here in a really weird way. But now I want to see what my friend wants me to add to my Roblox game. He said add cars with trailers behind them. And this idea he had is really good. If they actually added this to Brookhaven in a future update, it would be perfect. But from what I noticed, the player is right here in front because this other player keeps teleporting here. And every time he comes here, he gets banned because he's not welcome in this house. Since he banned us from his house, and this is repeating forever. He always comes here to apologize, and he always gets banned. So we have this trailer here, which is actually really interesting, and it would be perfect to have this in Brookhaven. But now I need a car that can pull this trailer, because it seems really heavy. And I just found this really interesting car, because it's a pickup truck that's pulling this trailer. And I also just found this really interesting car, because it's a recording car, and it's really weird. And we also have this truck that's quite interesting, because it's carrying several cars, and that's something that needs to be in Brookhaven. He said he stopped coming here, and apparently he went back to his house, but he noticed that my car is here and he's coming over to drive my car, and that's bad. He just stole my car and he's driving away really slowly. So I'm going after him because he can't steal my car, but I accidentally went too far, so much so that he turned here and he's getting away. But I'm trying to get out of here and unfortunately I'm stuck. Perfect, I managed to get out, and now I'm going after him because what he did is unforgivable. He said you drive really badly, and now he ran away from here and he's running up ahead, but I'm not going to let him steal my car. So I'm coming after him and I'm going to crash into his car like this. I'm hitting his car and I'm going to make him stop. Now I hit him again, but he won't stop running. So much so that he's coming from the front. So here on the right, I'm going to lock my car, and now he can't drive it anymore. He's trying to drive my car, but when I locked it, he can't drive it anymore. So much so that he got out of here and he's just scared. But guys, he got mad and he's pointing this item in my direction. And this is really weird. He actually wants to fight me. So now I'm going to hand this car over to him, but first I'm going to break 2 tires. Perfect. The car is like this now, and I'm getting out of here and he can take this car. So much so that now he's laughing at me and he thinks I gave up, but I gave this car to him, and what he doesn't know is that this car is completely broken. So much so that now he's coming up here and the car is spinning a lot, and this is really weird. But I'm sure he's really mad because now he can't drive this car. So I grab this car again and I'm just going to crash into him. I'm trying to crash this car here, but it's spinning a lot, so I'm just going to take the opportunity to get out of here. So much so that he's trying to come over here, and actually he managed to. And I'm sure this player is really mad, but it looks like he just left. He got so mad, and the other players saw this and are clapping because for them this was a victory. He said he used to fight with everyone for no reason, and now he's going back to his house because he's finally at peace. But my friend just came down here and he has something to say. He said, let's play your game already. Look, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm almost done. So I'm going to test this car to see if it actually works. But I already realized that this car doesn't work and it's actually completely broken. But now I'm coming back here and I managed to grab this trailer. But I'm coming here to press the buttons, and apparently I have to lift this piece so the car can finally move, and I actually managed to do it. So now I'm coming here to drive this car, and finally it worked. And now I'm coming here at full speed and everything works perfectly. It would be really interesting to put a car back here to carry in Roblox. That would actually be perfect. But now I'm accelerating as much as I can, and later I'm going to put a car back here to see if it works, and I'm also going to add some players to test this. But my friend is staring at me, and he said, make the game more realistic. Brookhaven needs to be realistic. And I don't know if that would be interesting, because realistic Brookhaven would be really weird, especially since nothing in the game is realistic. We don't have realistic grass, and we also don't have realistic trees. He said, trust me, make the game realistic, and it will be perfect. Okay, I'll do that. But first, I'm coming up here, because I noticed something very specific. We have this house here, and it simply has a ramp. So I'm coming around the back to test something, and I'm going to jump this Roblox ramp to see if I can do it. And it actually works. I can just jump on top of this house. So now, I'm coming back here, and I'm passing through the back, and I'm going to jump this Roblox ramp again. Perfect. I'm accelerating here, and it just didn't work. But now I'm stuck in his house, and it's going to be a bit hard to get out of here. So much so that the player left from here, and he's probably coming over to talk to us. He said, stop jumping on top of my house. And guys, he really got very mad, so we have to get out of here quickly. So much so that I managed to get out of here, and he wasn't happy. But now I left the game like this, and now it's really realistic. But I don't know if this is interesting. So I removed it, but I'm making some modifications, and I'm adding a new tunnel to test this. He said, put this tunnel in a better place. And maybe that's true, because this tunnel is in a completely random location. So now, I'm going to remove all of this, and I'm going to place it right here. So I'm going to remove this road, and I'm going to pull this part like this, and it's actually looking pretty interesting. So much so that I'm making several modifications so this can finally work. And the game is looking pretty interesting. You can see that the tunnel is perfect, but this top part looks terrible. So I have to fix this, and I'm basically going to reduce the size of these parts. And guys, this looks perfect. This street used to be like this, but in my Roblox game, with the update I'm making in Brookhaven, it turned out pretty interesting. You can see that we have this giant tunnel, and this part on top looks like this now. And now there's space for more houses, and it also looks very different from what it was before. But here in the front, you can do a lot of interesting things. You could make a new Roblox neighborhood, specifically in this location. But I don't want to do that. He said, do it. It's really easy. Okay, since my friend asked, I'm just going to make a new neighborhood, but this is going to be really hard because I'll have to get several houses and place them in this Roblox neighborhood. So I'm going to start by removing some blocks to have enough space. Now I'm going to place a road, and this road needs to be perfect. Perfect. This road is really good. So I'm going to start improving it. Perfect. I'm placing the houses, and this is turning out perfect. Now I'm going to place a sign, but I have to move these houses to the side to make space for the sign and also some trees. Now I'm placing streetlights, and it looks like I finally finished this. So my friend will have to join my Roblox game, and he already left from here. But I'm going to enter my game to see how it looks. And now I'm in my game, and my friend came here too. But I'm just going to fly over to get this car. But he can't come in here. But now, he managed to come here, and I'm coming over to the other neighborhood. Actually, to the new Roblox neighborhood. So I'm arriving here in the front to see how this turned out. And I'm going to have to go through this tunnel. And here we have the new neighborhood. And this is really interesting. You can see that it's a neighborhood that's perfect. And there are already several houses here. So much so that if I come up here in the front, I can turn to the side and access this road again, and then reach this parking lot. And here we have this car. So I'm going to drive this, and my friend just arrived behind, and he's going to stay right here while I'm driving this car. Perfect. I'm driving this, but my friend is falling, and actually, having him stand here at the back of the car makes my car really slow and also buggy. So he's going to have to get in here. Now I managed to drive, and he came inside, and this car is perfect. I can simply carry a lot of things, and it would be perfect if this existed in Brookhaven. But for some reason, I'm flying, and I really don't know why I'm flying. He said, this car is magical. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become a member button, and I'll add you on Roblox.